Welcome to the very first episode of What's Good Wednesday. I'm your host, Jamie Dingler, and I'm delighted to be the newest member of the Radio Chesapeake family. Each week, I'll have the pleasure of bringing you news detailing what's good in our Mid-Shore nonprofit community. There is so much incredible work being done to improve our lives here on the shore, and I'm excited to share it with you. All of the organizations you will hear about on today's segment rely on community support to fulfill their missions. They thrive because of the time, talent, treasure, and TLC given by wonderful people like you. My hope is that as you listen to What's Good Wednesday each week, you'll happen upon an organization, or maybe more than one, that makes you excited, that speaks to your heart, and that inspires you to get involved. We've got a ton of great news this week, so let's dive right in. We're kicking off our celebrations with Shore Rivers, an organization that protects Maryland's Eastern Shore waterways through science-based advocacy, restoration, education, and engagement. Shore Rivers is proud to announce that its Director of Operations and Finance, Kristen Junkin, was recognized at the annual Nonprofit CFO of the Year Awards in October. These awards honor exceptional financial executives whose vision, operational excellence, and leadership have made a significant impact on the missions and sustainability of nonprofit organizations. Junkin was honored as the group's 2025 Philanthropic CFO of the Year for her fiscal leadership, her key role in expanding Shore River's profile in the environmental restoration industry, and her meticulous oversight of the organization's finances, grant work, and general operations. Congratulations to Kristen and Shore Rivers. Learn more about Shore Rivers and their mission at shorerivers.org. Let's stay on the water with Chesapeake Region Accessible Boating, or CRAB, Adaptive Boating Center. CRAB provides the therapeutic benefits of sailing to people with disabilities, recovering warriors, and youth from underserved communities. On October 30th, they hosted the Triple Crown of Sailing trophy presentation and reception. The leadership of the Maryland Cures Cancer Regatta, the Crab Cup, Hospice Cup, and Weems and Plath were present to celebrate the awarding of the trophy to Roger Mason and Chris Valentino for their record-breaking race and fundraising results as the Tradecraft team. The three Annapolis charity races attracted 238 boats, over 1,000 skippers and crew, and most importantly, raised more than $550,000 for charity. The Triple Crown of Charity Sailing Trophy is awarded to the skipper with a combination of the lowest race scores and the highest fundraising. The trademark team finished with the lowest number of points, with 2 second-place finishes and 1 first-place finish, while raising $56,690. That is totally amazing. And what's doubly amazing is that this year's champions also raised the highest amount of funds last year, and they were recognized and awarded the Weems and Plath Rainmaker Award. Learn more about CRAB at crabsailing.org. October was a great month for wonderful nonprofit news, including 2 exciting events that happened on the same day, October 23rd. Early in the day, the Foundation of Hope held a groundbreaking ceremony for its upcoming Hope Center in Easton, which will be a permanent home for the organization's Economic Development and Empowerment Program. This is a 16-week intensive for 6th grade girls at Easton Middle School and St. Michael's Middle High School. The girls explore everything from self-esteem and bullying to job readiness, entrepreneurship, and much more. When the Hope Center is completed, the foundation will be able to expand its programming to reach more young women, as well as the community at large. First Lady Moore and Secretary Jake Day attended and gave words of encouragement to the program's most recent graduates. 2 of the girls got up to speak and shared the impact that the program has had on their lives. Their words and the confidence with which they gave their speeches spoke volumes about how the program has benefited them. To learn more about the Foundation of Hope and the Hope Center, visit foundationofhopemaryland.org. Later that day, Critchlow Atkins Children's Centers hosted its annual Trivia Night fundraiser, but with a special twist. The event was also a celebration of 55 years of providing high-quality, financially accessible childcare for children and their families in a nurturing, diverse, safe, and enriching environment. This is a huge milestone for this organization, which has served 4 generations of Mid-Shore families and counting. While the centerpiece of the event is a rousing and often hilarious game of trivia, the organization's annual paddle race is a fun and exciting way for attendees to support Critchlow. The event raised a whopping $100,000 to support the organization's tuition assistance program and to bring an effective new social-emotional program to all 5 of Critchlow's sites. Now let's talk about the Tidewater Rotary. They've recently launched the Folks Initiative. Folks stands for Feeding Our Local Kids and Seniors. The goal of this program is to help combat food insecurity in Talbot County. There are 2 ways that people can get involved. Participate in the Folks Crockpot Drive, and your $50 donation sponsors the purchase of a brand new crockpot and meal prep ingredients for one local family. You can also participate in Rotary's signature events, including bowling night and trivia night. The proceeds from these fun events help to fund local food pantries and Meals on Wheels programs. Learn more about this amazing initiative at tidewaterrotary.org/folks. If you are curious about Rotary and what it means to be a Rotarian, head over to the market at Dover Station in Easton next Wednesday, November 19th, from 5 to 6:30 p.m. for Discover Rotary Night. Meet current Rotarians and hear about how you can join and make a meaningful impact in the local community. Visit tidewaterrotary.org for more information. Congratulations to the Talbot County Women's Club for their recent successful yard sale fundraiser. The proceeds they raised will be used to establish a scholarship in memory of Shirley Broadhead, who was a club member for more than 30 years and who played a vital role in the organization. This is a wonderful way to carry on her legacy. If you're interested in learning more, visit talbotcountywomensclub.org. November is National Hunger and Homelessness Awareness Month, and Talbot Interfaith Shelter has teamed up with many local businesses and organizations to raise awareness for its mission to provide shelter, stability, support, and a path to success for local families and individuals in need. There are household item collection sites throughout the county. Several restaurants are hosting Dine and Donate days when you can enjoy a wonderful meal and a portion of the proceeds will be donated to TIS. And they're also raffling off a handmade crocheted crab purse made by Jessie Johnson, TIS's very talented volunteer coordinator and development assistant. For a complete list of Hunger and Homelessness Month events, head on over to talbotinterfaithshelter.org/team-tis-events. Finally, let's talk about Chesapeake Music. They're excited to announce that they've welcomed a new leadership team. Congratulations to Kay Dakin and Lisa Connors, the newly elected chair and vice chair of the Chesapeake Music Board of Directors. Both women bring a wealth of valuable experience to their roles. The board is set to embark on a strategic planning process next month to discuss how Chesapeake Music can best provide the community with offerings that will generate excitement and resonate with concertgoers. Kay and Lisa also wanted to remind the community that volunteer opportunities abound at Chesapeake Music and include working on various committees, assisting at concerts, becoming host families for musicians, and of course, fundraising. Find out more and sign up to help at chesapeakemusic.org. And that's the good news for this week. Thank you so much for joining me for the very first What's Good Wednesday. I hope it gave you a little bit of insight into the wonderful work that's going on in our community to enrich and transform lives here on the Mid-Shore. If your nonprofit organization has something wonderful to share, please send it my way at Wednesday@bewhatsgood.com to be featured on an upcoming segment. I already can't wait to be with you again next Wednesday to share more of what's good in our community.